Good afternoon, welcome back to Starling Park. Beautiful Monday evening out at West Auckland. Sun is shining. Could be a little bit of an issue for the batters in the early stage of this one as it starts to set down over the Waitakeres. But game tonight being played between the Waitakere Bears and Northcote. You would have just seen the first batter go up then and down with the 3 strikes. So that batter was number 32, Hannah McCardle King. Next in the box for them looks like number 51. We'll just need to get a name confirmation on that one. So we're just setting up the last couple of bits here. We'll be right in a second. So 2 balls, 1 strike to count. Punch straight up the centre. So Northcote with their first runner on. That should bring up number 21, Madison Gerbies for Northcote. So just a wee bit of a loose pitch there. Northcote able to steal second. So quickly just running through the defensive lineup. On the hill, pitching number 21, Megan Snedden. She's pitching to number 10, Kiara Taima behind the plate. Number 18, Maya Lupton playing first base. 14, Dominic Rangi playing second. 34, but I believe it could be a bit of a shirt change there. I think she's in 25. Brooklyn Timu playing third. Number 5, Michaela Cross in shortstop. Ashley Johnson, number 13, out left field. Tyler Morrison out in centre. And rounding out the starting 9 is number 21, Kaylee Hunt. Swung on but fouled off down the first base line. Two and two the count. And the throw down to third. Catching that runner that was attempting to steal for the out for Northcote. Swung on but fouled off again. And a ball low for the fourth, so Goobies will head on down to first. Brings up number 9, Nadia Anderson for Northcote. Down the centre for a strike called. Ball low. Called strike for the third strike. Apologies for the drop in video, we're just making the adjustment now. We'll be back with that in a second. So going into the bottom of the first, nil ball game here. We'll be back in a sec.
DeMarini bats are made for the way you play, plain and simple. We've got a bat designed to work for you when it counts. Game time. With 22% stronger carbon fibers, the Paraflex composite barrel allows for even more precise weight distribution on the CF9 than ever before. We can put the weight closer to the handle for slappers, distribute it evenly along the barrel for contact hitters, or toward the end cap for power hitters. You should never have to settle for a bat designed for the masses. By building with this stronger composite, we can also use fewer materials. This makes for a lighter swinging bat with a Texas-sized sweet spot.
The next big thing for Easton Fast Pitch has arrived. The Ghost has revolutionary double barrel technology with 2 full-length barrels constructed together that essentially eliminates all vibration. The collision between the outer and inner barrel creates an explosive sound, unlike anything you've heard before. The softer outer barrel has the lowest compression in the game for maximum performance right out of the wrapper. The Ghost. Are you ready to make the switch?
Okay, still having a couple of camera issues, so we are going to stop the transmission. We'll restart it in a second, and hopefully we'll be back and running. Okay, looks like we've got the first one back. We'll just leave you watching. Sort out these other couple. Righty ho, looks like we're back and running. So bunt laid down on that one, unsuccessful, just played back to the pitcher with the throw to first. Runner on 2 for Northcote. Nice drive straight up the centre, just past 2. Throws coming into 3, but too high for the tag. So Northcote with runners in the corners now. So Bear's just taking a wee time out, have a bit of a chat with the crew, just get everything reset. So as the sun does come down, we will try and swap camera angles for you. Runner going to 2. She was successful, so runners now 2 and 3. So she'll go through safe to first on the fielder's choice. Ball coming back home for the second out. So up for the Bears, up for Northcote. In the box currently Sachi Clark. Swing and a miss on that one. Fouled off. And pop down to third with a throw through to 1 for the third out. We'll be back going into the bottom of the second. We'll see you shortly. Okay, welcome back to Starling Park. Just about ready to get underway. First up for the Bears, number 10, Kiara Taimai. Strike call. Outside. Foul up and over the third base fence, so she'll come back, have another shot at that one. And she'll take the fourth ball for a walk down to first. Brings up number 7, Dominic Rangi. Bunt laid down, it's gone foul. And down the centre. So Rangi will head back to the dugout, and that'll bring up number 21, Ashley Johnson. So Taimai stealing second. Successful on that one. Okay, here we go once again. Attempted bunt laid down, wasn't successful, it's gone foul. Apologies for the delays, I just had a bit of a struggle getting some of the lineup stuff tonight. And a couple of the cameras not wanting to play ball, but we're getting close now, so we'll keep the visuals going at the bare minimum while we sort out the rest of it. Hit high, but that'll settle safely into the glove of Rangi at 2. So 1 down for Northcote. Down the centre for a called strike. So unsuccessful with the hit and the run down to first. 2 down now for Northcote. Beautiful drive, but unsuccessful. Throw through to first in time, so that will be 3 down. Just watching the weather now, looks like a bit of rain potentially coming in over the top of the Waitakere, but we'll be back in a second. Okay, getting closer. So in the box for the Bears, number 11, Kaylee Hunt. And a third strike looking to retire Hunt. Next up, number 8, Tyler Morrison.
Start us off now, Tyler. Oh, not all the time. You might be doing games. Then you get this stuff. Yeah, but he got somewhere else too.
Big swing from Morrison, but it was under the ball.
Good cut, Tyler.
Fouled off.
Well, it's our home game, but it's in Northcote. I've got one of them playing there. No, CBC's playing Northcote and Pepco.
Hello.
And on the inside edge for the third. So she'll head on back. And out will come number 25, Brooklyn Timu.
Start us off, Brookie. Go, Brooklyn.
Ball high.
Oh yeah, yeah, no, I've got it. I'll call you.
Oh, brilliant. Well done, Brooklyn. Well done.
Punched hard by Timo. It's in the gap behind left field. She'll keep going.
Right, bring her in now, boo-boo. Well done, Brooklyn.
So Timu delivers a nice stand-up double there to get the Bears going.
Why not? Swap places here. Oh, okay, yeah. You know, it's alright. Okay, thank you.
Swung on and fouled off. Currently in the box, number 13, Boo Quinn for the Bears.
Go, Boo.
And punched down from Quinn, but not in time for the third out. We'll be back going into the bottom of the fourth. Still a 0 ball game at this point. Okay, welcome back to Starling. Bears vs Northcote. Finally organised here. It's only taken 4 innings to do it, so apologies there, but we've got there in the end. So one change by Nuku, bringing number 9 Hope Marker in to pitch. And the first hit there by Northcote. High and deep, but the right fielder for the Bears coming around under that one for the catch. So 1 down for Northcote. Then I bring up number 12, Annie Ball. Hit high, but that'll foul out down the first base line. On the swing.
Oh, it's red, it's pink. It's pink, alright. Is mine pink? No, it's not as pink as mine. Yeah, I'm going to get a hit. These things aren't pink.
Hit down to Timo at third, but the throw will be in time to first.
Feels like every day of the week.
That'll bring up number 25, Brooke Stevenson for Northcote.
2 down, girls. Go, Close. You know, you'd think they'd do the pockets black on the inside, wouldn't you? It's like a pair of eyes. With the eyes.
Punch down, but straight back to marker on the mound. So she'll throw through to Lupton at first, bring up the third out, pardon me, for Northcote. We'll be back going into the top of the 5th. Still a 0-0 ball game.
DeMarini bats are made for the way you play, plain and simple. We've got a bat designed to work for you when it counts. Game time. With 22% stronger carbon fibers, the Paraflex composite barrel allows for even more precise weight distribution on the CF9 than ever before. We can put the weight closer to the handle for slappers, distribute it evenly along the barrel for contact hitters, or toward the end cap for power hitters. You should never have to settle for a bat designed for the masses.
Okay, welcome back to Starling. Top of the 5th here, 0-0 ball game. First up in the box for the Bears, number 54, Maya Lupton. Lupton punching down, but into the box, so the ball will go dead. Nice hold by Lupton, she was thinking about it.
Yes, I do. You have a nice hit, Maya.
Hit hard and high by Lupton.
Are you fine?
The right fielder coming around safely under that one for the catch.
Come on, you flag it. Don't drop your shoulder.
Next up for the Bears, number 10, Kiara Taimai. Swung on but fell back. Nice try for the bunt, but it's coming off the bottom of the bat. We'll go foul as well.
Come on, you get yourself on. Good on this one.
Three pitches, three fouls.
Have a nice safe one. Good batting.
What's that?
Let's go, Kiara!
And a swing and a miss for the third on Taimai. So 2 down for the Bears. That'll bring up number 7, Dominic Rangi.
Let's go, Dom! Get yourself on, Dom.
Bears working hard to try and put bat on ball here, but just not getting the contact they need. Driven down to short. The throw will be in time, so 3 down for the Bears. We'll be heading back into the bottom of the 5th. Nil-all ball game. It's going to be a tight one, this one. We'll see you shortly.
It was last time too.
Okay, welcome back. Bottom of the 5th here at Starling, Northcote vs Bears. Number 5, Pania Rehana Halford in the box for Northcote. Nice piece of contact on that one, but fouling off down the 3rd base line. Bears making a change during that one, so Evie Craig coming in to play second. Dom Rangi will head back to the bench and have a rest.
Are you on his Facebook post? Tell him well done. Yes, it is.
Driven hard that time.
Good girl.
Johnson will pick it up. It's a nice single for Pani on that one. That'll bring up number 43, Kiriana Maya Baggett. Nice inside edge there from Marker on that pitch.
And Kylie. Kaylee.
So no balls, 2 strikes.
Go.
Going.
Good stuff, Michaela.
Throw just a bit loose there, but shortstop coming across to cover that one. So Northcote with the runner on 2.
Nice.
Punched high.
Good girl, Maya.
And Lupton will comfortably get under that one for the out.
One down.
Brings up number 6, Sachi Clark. So Clark unsuccessful on the bunt there. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. Good contact made, but straight to the glove of the waiting Evie Craig at second.
So graceful.
2 down for Northcote. And that'll bring up 32, Hannah McCardle King. Nice piece of contact, couldn't get under the glove of Quinn. So she'll go through for a single. Advancing the runner to third, so Northcote now with runners in the corners. Ball outside.
Nice pitch. Well done, Hope. Good stuff, Hope.
So 2 balls, no strikes.
Go, Hope.
Swing and a miss, 2 and 1. Down the centre for a strike.
Well done, Hope.
So 3 and 2 the count, full house.
Let's go, Hope. Go, Boogie. Yes,
And a swing and a miss, full strike 3, leaving those two stranded out there. So still a little ball game. We'll be back going into the top of the 6th. See you shortly.
DeMarini bats are made for the way you play, plain and simple. We've got a bat designed to work for you when it counts.
Okay, so just about ready to go. Top of the 6th. Little ball game. Both of them be looking to get a start going here. The last game that was played between these two over at Rosedale ended up in a tiebreaker. Still remember that night, the old trailed on a fair bit and the lights went out on us. Dasher Johnson in the box for the Bears going for the bunt but unsuccessful, just fouling off. Got a win, Nick. Girls just struggling a bit to get the bats lit up tonight. And a swing and a miss for the strike 3. Brings up for the Bears number 5, Michaela Cross. Down the centre, called strike. Big swing by Cross, but just coming off the top of the bat. So no balls, 2 strikes on her. Hit hard, but it'll go and keep going over the fence. So Cross will come back and reset. Have another shot at that one. So count sitting on Cross. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Driven down into the deck. As quick as she is, wasn't quick enough. So 2 down for the Bears. Nuku making another change. He'll bring in number 2, Samantha Hutchinson. Had a look. Called strike. Couldn't tempt it with the rise ball, so 1-1. Up high again. 2 balls, 1 strike. Still looking, evens it up, 2-2. Swung on but fouled off. And down the centre for a swinging strike for the third on Hutchinson and the third out for the Bears. We'll be back going into the bottom of the 6th. Still a 0-0 ball game.
Big thing for Easton Fast Pitch has arrived. The Ghost has revolutionary double barrel technology with 2 full-length barrels constructed together that essentially eliminates all vibration. The collision between the outer and inner barrel creates an explosive sound unlike anything you've heard before. The softer outer barrel has the lowest compression in the game for maximum performance right out of the wrapper. The Ghost. Are you ready to make the switch?
Okay, looks like we've been running behind all night here, so it's not the bottom, it's actually the top of the 6th. Quick throw down from Marker, good drive through to third where Tumu was very secure on that glove for the throw through to 1. So 1 down for Northcote.
You're not scoring. No, I'm having a rest. I'm buggered. You just concentrate. Yeah, leave him
That'll bring up
alone.
number 55, Alex Ball. Marker just sending one down the inside there. Ball just doing a little bit of a hop.
Read off the red, no reindeer. Read off the red.
And skimmed the legs that time, so hit by pitch. She'll head on down to 1. So no real damage done, just a bit of a hello, how's your father across the front of the thighs.
Let's go, ladies.
That'll bring up number 12, Annie Ball.
Yes,
Doing down, but straight to Marker.
quicker, come on.
So Annie Ball will go safe through to first on a fielder's choice. Marker electing to take the lead runner with the throw to Craig waiting at 2. Northcote just bringing in a DR to run for ball.
29.
And that'll bring up
Oh, is it a fight? No, it's 29.
No, they've obviously done a shirt change on us, so can't actually tell you who 29 is.
Oh, no, hang on, it's 20. Is it 29 or 5? I don't know, they should tie their bureau.
No, it should be 25 actually, so that'll be Brooke Stevenson in the box currently for Northcote. So Northcote with a runner at 1. Ball high from marker. So 3 balls, no strikes so far. Should be looking to put one down now. Fouled down the first base line. So marker clawing one back there. And down in the dirt for the 4th ball. So she'll head down to 1. Runner will advance to 2. So Northcote now with 2 runners on. And that'll bring up number 5, Pania Rayana Helfer. So ball high on that one. Down to dirty again, runners will go. So runners now 2 and 3 in scoring contention here. Just the one down for the Bears. Time I'll call a timeout, head on out to have a chat to marker on the mound, just see if she can just calm it all down, reset it. Okay, timeout's over. Ready to rock and roll. Big swing and a miss. Driven hard but straight down into her own foot.
One more.
She'll feel that one. Punched high. Craig dropping back for it. And Craig will get under that for the 3rd out. We'll be back in a second, going into the bottom of the 6th. Stand by. It's a close one, this one.
The next big thing for Easton Fast Pitch has arrived. The Ghost has revolutionary double barrel technology with 2 full-length barrels constructed together that essentially eliminates all vibration. The collision between the outer and inner barrel creates an explosive sound, unlike anything you've heard before. The softer outer barrel has the lowest compression in the game for maximum performance right out of the wrapper. the Ghost. Are you ready to make the switch?
Okay, welcome back. In the box currently number 8, Tyler Morrison. Swing and a miss from Morrison on that one. Also congratulations to her, having seen the announcement of the upcoming White Sox tour. Tyler having made that team. Morrison going for the bunt. I think she was actually halfway down the line before the ball even touched the ground, but it went foul nonetheless. So 2 strikes on Morrison. And a swing and a miss for the third. So she'll head on back to the dugout and we'll swap places with the young power hitter for the Bears, number 25, Brooklyn Timu. Hit hard and high by Timu, but catch was taken. 2 down for the Bears. Brings in another one of the changes for the Bears. Number 13, Bohemian Quinn. So good solid contact by Quinn, but taken out over the line for a foul. She'll come back. Nice hold by Quinn there, just on the outside. Again, hit hard by Quinn, but this one switching sides, heading foul out of the first base fence that time. And Quinn holding, but wrong choice on her part for the third. So they'll head back in. And we'll head back into the top of the 7th this time. As always with the Northcote and the Bears, tight game, 0-0. We'll be back shortly.
DeMarini bats are made for the way you play, plain and simple. We've got a bat designed to work for you when it counts. Game time. With 22% stronger carbon fibers, the Paraflex composite barrel allows for even more precise weight distribution on the CF9 than ever before. We can put the weight closer to the handle for slappers, distribute it evenly along the barrel for contact.
So top of the 7th here. First one fly ball out. So one down for Northcote. Currently in the box for Northcote, Sachi Clark. It's 2 balls, no strike. Nuku re-entering Megan Sneed onto the mound. Swing and a miss from Clark. It's a 2-1.
Nice, Meg. This time, Megan.
Once again, obviously, these games not possible without the Blues, so thank you to Matt Sneddon, Blue in the game tonight. As always, big supporter of the Bears, and obviously coming up through the umpires' ranks. So much appreciated, Matt. So Clark taking the 4th ball, heading on down to 1. They'll bring a DR into run from her. That'll bring up number 32, Hannah Cardle King. Fouled off by King on that one.
Hey, Megan. There you go. There you go.
At least
Bit hard.
the other one.
But Lupton coming off the plate. Bit of a nudge with the fence, but securely taking the catch.
That's my friend.
So 2 down now for Northcote.
Hello, camera. Hello, camera.
Yes, that's a Megan. Go, girl. Yes, Megan.
Nice pitch from Sneddon, straight down the centre. So no balls, 2 strikes.
Way to mix it up, Megan.
So Sneddon mixing it round, 2-2 the count now.
Let's go, Megan. That's the one.
Just outside. 3-2. And a pass ball for the 4th. So Northcote now runners 1 and 2. That'll bring up number 21, Madison Gibbies.
Yes, Megan, that's the one.
Gibbies having a look at that one, called strike.
Megan, here we go now. Hey now, Tucker.
Big swing, but fouling back.
Here we go now.
And down the centre for a called third, retiring Northcote. So we'll be back going into the bottom of the 7th here. Bears will be desperately wanting to put one in to avoid the tie break. We'll see what happens. Back in a sec. Okay, so 7 innings complete here. Apologies, just lost our audio there for a second. It's been one of those nights, unfortunately. So 7 innings complete, as we were saying. We are going into a tiebreaker. So top of the 8th, runner will start on second. And in the box for Northcote, number 55, Alex Ball. A nice attempt at a bunt there. Blue calling did. Sun down now, lights are on and full beam. Breeze starting to kick up. There's the bunt again. So bunt successful in moving that runner through to 3.
Well done, Mike. Back home, protect home. Nothing in the ear.
We'll stay on this view and just track that lead runner. And in the box, currently number 12, Annie Ball. Ball outside.
Let's go, Megs, you got this one.
Go, Megan.
Driven hard with foul ball. Only by a whisker.
Yes. For an orange base, wasn't it? Later class.
Come on, Megan. Let's go, Megan.
Again, ball going foul. So 2 strikes on her. She'll be hitting away on this one.
One down, girls.
Got it.
Ball
You
outside.
got this, Megan. Come on. Here we go now.
So 3 and 2 stacked up now.
Let's go, Megs. Hey, Megs, let's go.
Driven hard up the centre. So Gerbies will come in for Northcote. Safe hit at first.
Good work in the car.
So just the 1 ball. Strike called. Currently in the box, number 25, Brooke Stevenson. Stevenson fouling that one back.
So you go, Meg.
Nice pitch, Megan.
Punched high, but that'll foul out.
Nearly hit the lights.
Look like it's going to hit the lights.
Punched, but that'll be into the glove of Craig.
Nice.
They've got to bring up their third out. So, Northcote banking that one where they started with a run up 2. They're up by 1. We'll see if the Bears can respond. We'll be back in the second going into the bottom of the 8th.
Bats are made for the way you play, plain and simple. We've got a bat designed to work for you when it counts. Game time. With 22% stronger carbon fibers, the Paraflex composite barrel allows for even more precise weight distribution on the CF9 than ever before. We can put the weight closer to the handle for slappers, distribute it evenly along the barrel for contact hitters, or toward the end cap for power hitters. You should never have to settle for a bat designed for the masses. By building with this stronger composite, we can also use fewer materials. This makes for a lighter swinging bat.
Do your job.
Okay, here we go, bottom of the
Do
8th.
your job.
Cross getting a nice piece, but as much as it was fouling out over the line. Cross taking, getting caught out in right field. Runner hopping, but getting caught in the hot box there. So the Bears having lost that advantage with the runner at 2. So 2 down now. And in the box, number 2, Samantha Hutchinson.
Let's go, Sam. Good girl. Get yourself on base, Sam. Nice safe hit.
Nice rise ball from Clark. Hutchinson swinging under it. Hit down the line. The fielder standing over the line while they were taking that ball. They didn't want to risk it. So she'll come back, have another swing. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Four high, 2 and 2.
Let's go, Sam. Way to stay in there, Sam. Keep working, Sam. Keep working. Tell you what, those dry foot tops are bloody nice, aren't they? Come on, son.
So 2 and 2.
Good batting. Good
Nice
batting.
hold. 3 and 2.
I think it's good now, Sam.
And a swing and a miss for strike 3. And that will be the game. Northcote taking this one out 1-0. Thanks for tuning in. Apologies for the latency and few issues we had earlier. Looks like we will be back on air again tomorrow night. Premier Woman will be playing. Should be a 6:30 start. Until then, have a good evening. We'll see you soon.
To IS training.